Hey guys, this is Sarah Kate.
And this is Hannah.
And today we're back with this treehouse inspired home in Glimmerbrook.
So it is on the Creekside Corner lot in Glimmerbrook. That's where we put it. And it is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath home that rings in at $57,823 simoleons, fully furnished.
We're really excited to show off our first Realm of Magic build, and I hate that it is so far after it's been released. I shut my finger in a car door, for those of you who don't follow us on Twitter. So I've been out of commission for a few days, and I couldn't really use a keyboard.
She couldn't WASD.
Yeah, I couldn't WASD. It was rough. But we're back now. We're better than ever. It's still a little bruised, but this house was originally inspired from a picture that I saw on Pinterest. It was like a 2-story like playhouse for like little kids, but it was so cool to me because like the bottom floor of the room was like open and there was like stuff down there, and then like the living area or inside portion was in the top floor. And so I thought it would be a really neat home to do, and because this house was intended for like an alchemist, like someone who focuses on potions instead of like magical aspects, I wanted it to be very outdoorsy, and I wanted there to be a lot of plants in this build. So I made this little like grid section, and I end up putting like a bunch of low-laying flowers on it, and there's lots of greenery and vines around here. And this house probably isn't the most practical for gameplay, especially if you have seasons.
Because you're going to get wet.
Yeah, and then like it's going to get hot, and the bottom floors of both of these buildings are technically outside. And there's like, this first main building has like the dining room, the office, and the like living space. And this other room has the bathroom and the bedroom. And there's like this walkway that connects them. You'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. And so it might not be the most practical to play in. I think it might be all right. I just think it was really cool and really interesting. So I went for it anyway. I don't know.
It is. It is a very like interesting concept to have it broken up, like with the pathway between it, and like you could modify the build a little bit if you wanted to make it more practical for gameplay.
Oh yeah, of course. If you like wanted to actually play in this house, you could enclose these bottom. Well, the back one is like, I started to say this one and point at the screen, but you can't see that. The back one is like an outdoor patio kind of thing. But you could enclose the walkway with like a little roof, or the downstairs of the first house, you can enclose it, and it would be very convenient to play in. It wouldn't...
Yeah, like it would be fine.
Yeah. But I just thought it was a cool idea, and I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to push the box a little bit, so...
Well, you definitely did push the box.
And I love these round windows. When I put them in, though, I like turned them backwards so like the thick white border is on the inside, because I feel like it just looks weird outside. I don't know, like, I have a little bit of struggle with these windows, but I do think they are gorgeous. And
super pretty.
Also haven't done a lot of builds since the stair update, so I mess with the stairs in this a lot, and then they end up being really boring and basic anyway. And like I said, this build really is focused on like the exterior and the design rather than furnishing, so it doesn't end up being super cluttered, which is odd for me. But I really just wanted to like, I don't know, I really wanted to focus on like the vision that I had for the exterior of this house. I do spend a lot of time in this bottom room down here, and I end up putting half walls along the edges, so it's a little more closed in and a little more like a room. Or I do a gate and then I change it to half walls. But also in this build, this was like my first Glimmerbrook Realm of Magic build. Well, I did another one, but it's probably never gonna make it to YouTube, because my boyfriend said, is that supposed to be a church? And I was like, no, it's supposed to be a house, so probably never gonna see that one. We'll see. I don't know.
We might tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
It'll be okay.
But yeah, I just love like the little cauldron with like the stones underneath it. I think it's so cute, and the little the lights that are the bugs.
Oh yeah,
I think
like
that is
locusts,
so
whatever.
Like there's so many cute things in this gameplay pack.
Can we talk about the fact that you can cook in the cauldron?
I know, that's so funny.
When Sarah Kate showed me the house, like she clicked on it and it said like prepare mac and cheese, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, so that's why the kitchen is downstairs with the cauldron. I was just gonna do like a magical alchemy room, and then I started to think about it, and I was like, you can cook in those.
That's so weird. I haven't actually played since we got Realm of Magic,
yeah,
and I really want to like just see like the animation and how they did that. Like I think it would be so funny.
It is really cute. And I don't play a lot of The Sims. I like to like build stuff, but I usually don't do a lot of playthroughs. That's more of her
I love like
area.
playing.
I would really like to actually play through this pack. I went through a little bit just to go see the other world. I don't even know what it's called.
I've not seen it.
Where you go through the little portal. I don't know.
It's fun.
We're not good simmers. We don't know what we're talking about. But I did go there with one of our other Sims and checked it out a little bit. And it is gorgeous. Like, it's so cool.
Can you actually build there?
I think there are a couple of lots, but there's no residential lots.
Could you make them residential?
I mean, I guess you can make anything residential.
Well, new video idea.
But yeah, here you can see me putting down a bunch of plant. Also go ahead and put like a little island down here so you can like sit down and eat. There's also like a formal dining room inside of the house, but I figured like you need a little bar in your kitchen so you don't have to like go all the way up the stairs to get to your dining room because that's very inconvenient.
This is such a pretty house in the end, but it would be super annoying to actually live here. Everything's so far away.
But you know, it's fine.
So many stairs.
See, Hannah's the one who plays, so she's the one who thinks about those things. And I'm just like, what would look nice?
And it does look really nice. I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just saying, because, you know, I'm just going to say it. Sims are kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And they don't always do the most convenient thing. Like, wash dishes in the bathroom sink that's in the complete other cube of the house. Like,
oh, yeah. Can you imagine your Sim? This was the point where I realized I hadn't put any lights outside. And so I put this, like, big chandelier thing. It's really cool. I really like it. And then I put these little little standing lights all around like the pathways. I think I ended up moving stuff around a little bit because I didn't like there wasn't enough room in the smaller house, so I had to move the door over. But we're in the main building right now, and I filtered out just Realm of Magic stuff when I was doing this because, like I said, it was my first Realm of Magic build, and I really wanted to focus on using the items and the furniture from this pack. So most of the stuff you see is going to be from the Realm of Magic pack. I do use other stuff, but like the big furnishings are really focused on that. So this is pretty much all that I do for the little living space, and then I come over here and put the big dining table, which is so gorgeous. I love it so much. And so hopefully the Sim is like throwing lots of parties and having people over. Otherwise, she's just going to have this big unused dining table. Or he, or whoever you decide to put here. I think we are going to make a female Sim. I have a lot of ideas for her. Hopefully we're going to work on that later. And then this is like a little study area, and you might notice that there's not a computer on that desk. And that is because I forgot to put a computer on that desk. So after I finished this build and Hannah got home from school or work or wherever, I was like, come look at what I did. And that's when I realized. And so if you decide to download this from the gallery, our ID is SaraKateGreen or the hashtag Hannah and SK Sims. If you decide to download this house and play in it, first of all, God bless you. Good luck. Hope it goes well. Turn off seasons.
Please turn off seasons. Can you imagine?
I do end up putting a computer down. And also, while I was like looking at all the decorations and stuff upstairs, I realized that they have these like the cabinets that I really wanted to put down here because they have all the like, little potion bottles and stuff. So I have to like rearrange everything, and I had a bookshelf in the office, so that's like 4 bookshelves. No one needs that many bookshelves.
Maybe they just really like books.
I don't know. I think they're cute, and I really liked the way all the bookshelves looked, but I wanted to include that there. So here we are moving on to the little bedroom, and I do end up changing the windows and adding more of these rectangle ones to make things fit a little bit better. And I also, like I said, scooted the door over just so there was enough room for the bed.
And so because there is like a double bed, like this would be a cute house for a couple too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It would be really nice for a couple. I definitely wouldn't play here with more than 2 Sims.
No.
For one, you would have to add more bedrooms. God knows where.
Yeah, but no,
like,
you could like always like change the bottom floor of this house into like another room if you wanted to have more than 2 Sims live here.
I mean, yeah,
so that could be fun. But yeah, two Sims could live here. I would imagine 1 Sim.
Yeah,
but
like, yeah, definitely. It just feels like a 1 Sim like solo kind of house.
She just likes to starfish on her bed. So
or they like to starfish on their
okay,
bed.
well, I'm gonna make a female Sim, so I'm gonna say she because you know. Anyway, so she's got this little reading nook over here, and I ended up putting these little succulents from movie hangout stuff above the window because, you know, she's a plants girl. Like, she likes her plants, so they got to be everywhere. And I thought this little broom would be so cute, so I put it in the little kitchen area. And, you know, maybe she's into magic and alchemy. But all we have left to do, I believe, is the bathroom.
You actually remembered the bathroom this time.
Yeah, well, you guys will see that house eventually. There's a house that I forgot to put a bathroom in. But I made it work. We fixed it, and it was great. So I think that's pretty much everything for this build. Or do we still have the downstairs for this?
You haven't done the downstairs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that one...
So
and
we ain't done
landscaping.
yet.
No, we're not done. All right, so now we're going to move down to this little, like, outdoor living area. And I kind of struggled with what to do here. I thought these benches looked really cute. And so, but then it felt like a little empty. And I did give her a flower arranging table and, like, a little beekeeper thing because I felt like that kind of fit her vibe a little bit. But I ended up putting a bar down here, I think, just so, you know, she could, like, entertain and make some drink for all of her witchy friends. And I did go into the debug and the show live edit objects sheet to get this, like, cute little rock and these mystical looking little...
I love that rock. That
mushrooms.
Rock.
Yeah.
It's shiny
cute.
mushrooms. I love them so much.
And the low-laying vines that I'm putting down right now, they are from the debug for this world, and they are also really gorgeous.
Look at that log.
And now I'm just putting some finishing touches down. I put this lavender down, and I was going to make an entire, like, little flower bed, but I decided to just go with lavender because it, like, reminds me of sage, and I feel like sage is, like, you know, kind of witchy.
For sure.
So, yeah, we're coming to the end of this build, and we're about to go into some screenshots.
So if you guys wanted to download this build, you can do so on the gallery under the hashtag Hannah and SK Sims. And if you wanted to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, that's Hannah and SK Sims as well. And we hope you enjoyed this video. You can if you liked it.
If you want to see more from us, you can subscribe. Our next video coming out will hopefully be the sim to live in this house. And we hope to see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.